My name's Eric Bakker, Bakker with 2 Ks, you know. I'm from New Zealand and I'm a naturopath. Thanks for checking out the channel, appreciate it. How do you improve intolerance to FODMAP foods? Okay, so FODMAPS, okay, you may have heard of the FODMAPS diet. So basically it's a specific type of diet where we're taking certain types of starches and carbs, particularly out of the diet. So how do you improve tolerance to these types of foods like garlic and onions and foods like that on the FODMAPs? The best advice I often give to people with FODMAPs, without wanting to sound like a broken turntable, you know, the old LP turntable, is to get a stool test done to see what type of bacteria are in your gut, what type of yeasts, what are the counts, what is the beneficial count like, have you got sufficient lactobacillus, have you got sufficient bifidobacterium species in your gut, you know? If you do, what levels are they like? The other thing I like to look at is the pancreatic elastase, the PE1, pancreatic elastase enzyme. That'll show me also to what degree your pancreas can produce enzymes to break starch down. So it's important to know the functionality of these glands, and testing will give you an idea. A good stool test will show way much more than that. Many people ask me, do I need to see a doctor? You should. You should see a naturopathic doctor or a doctor who can help you with this stool test. Booking a test like that for yourself, it's pretty useless. I mean, it's not really going to do much for you because you've probably got no knowledge on how to interpret or understand that test. It's no different from taking your car to a mechanic and getting it hooked up to a computerized diagnostic machine versus you going to Google and trying to diagnose your own car electrical failure. It's not going to happen. Okay, so the stool test should really be interpreted by a professional, and you need to get hopefully that done by someone who's professional. All right. So by understanding why you went on the FODMAPS diet in the first place will give you an understanding on how to improve tolerance to these foods. All right, do you get me? So if you were a lady or a guy, for example, who took a lot of antibiotics, okay, or was on a lot of medications, or had some specific reason why their gut started to collapse, pushing you into a dietitian or naturopath who put you on the FODMAPS diet, then you need to ask yourself the question, why am I on this diet in the first place? Right? Often I find FODMAPS people improve from 2 key things, probiotics and enzymes. Okay, those things really help to pick them up if they start including small amounts of that into the diet. And that's one of the reasons also why I created CanXida Restore, which is now just back in stock. It's a perfect product for people on the FODMAPS diet, all right? Because it's going to allow the pancreas to be more efficient in breaking starches down. It's going to allow the bowel to develop higher levels of beneficial bacteria, which can break the end products of digestion down. So it reduces bloating, reduces gas, helps to regulate the appetite more efficiently. And you'll notice that once you go on a product like CanXida Restore, the bowel function just improves more and more and more over the weeks until you start developing a far better bowel habit. As the bowel improves, as the ability to break starches down improves, okay, you find your energy will come up. You won't be so tired anymore. FODMAPS people are often tired, right? But if a stool test reveals high levels of Candida, then you need to really get onto the Candida. That's how you're going to improve your tolerance to FODMAPS foods, by repairing that, you know, top end and bottom end, and also the middle part. So I really don't like FODMAPS long term. It's not a diet that was designed to go on for years, and yet I've seen some patients who've been on FODMAPS for 4 or 5 years continuously. That's a dumb thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. FODMAPS is a good traditional diet to get you, more stable so you can slowly come off that. It's not designed to keep you on that for years and years and years. That's wrong doing that. So let's just recap. If you want to improve your tolerance to FODMAPS foods, you need to ideally find out the cause of what pushed you down that path in the first place. Oop, my water bottle. That's number 1. Number 2, all right, think about the type of foods that are going to really suit you, apart from FODMAPS, and the foods that you really desire to eat. That's an important thing to do. Tiny amounts of those foods are fine, providing they're supported with probiotics and enzymes. And those things usually help the FODMAPS people considerably. So as the gut improves, so the ability will be for you to put small amounts of, foods in there that were forbidden, okay, and you'll find that over time you can tolerate them again. Most people I've worked with on a FODMAPS diet ended up coming off it and ended up eating normal food again, like I do, like most people do, including meats, including breads, including a lot of foods, okay? And before you start saying that gluten is radioactive and kills everybody, that's not my experience at all. When people eat really good quality flour and bread, it's not my experience. Providing you don't have 10 or 12 slices of bread a day with peanut butter on it, you shouldn't really have a problem. All right? Thanks for tuning in.